Alright, today I'm just a little bit bored. I'm gonna move myself to this side of the screen for now. That might be a little bit jarring to see in video, but this is the ultimate Pokemon picker. I think it's to help you really just choose your favorite Pokemon out of all the generations. So I'm gonna go through each generation, choose my favorite. I'm gonna try to do this quickly, but yeah, let's go. Normal for Gen 1. We got a lot of good options, honestly. Gen 1 is obviously the most nostalgic, so. But I think I'm gonna have to go probably Farfetch'd. It's either Farfetch'd or Snorlax. They're my two favorite. But I think I'm gonna go Farfetch'd because I don't know why, I've always just been drawn to it. Fire, also a lot of good options, but I don't think you can really go anything but, well, I don't know, the Arcanine and Growlithe line. But the Charmander to Charizard line is also really good. Honestly, just a very good generation for fire Pokemon, fire type. But I think I'm gonna have to go Charizard. I think you're gonna have to go with that one. Ooh, Gen 1 water types. I have a lot of ones I really like. Like I like the Squirtle. I love the Squirtle line. Psyduck. I love Psyduck. Golduck is cool, but not really my favorite. I also like Slowpoke and Slowbro. Um, Gyarados and Magikarp. I always loved those. This is gonna be hard. I think I'm gonna have to go Slowpoke, but it's a very tough choice. Slowpoke's just one of my favorite Pokemon personally. I just like the emptiness in his eyes. Grass type. I don't really love a lot of these, so I think I'm gonna have to go with one of the Bulbasaur evolutions. I'm just gonna go with Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur probably seems like who I would personally choose. Gen 1 electric type. I don't. To be honest, I'm gonna have to go Pikachu. I mean, Gen 1, there's not a lot of choices in each of the types for most of them, so you might get some generic picks, but I mean, it comes with the territory. Ice type for Gen 1. I don't really like any of them. I'm probably gonna have to go Articuno. This is easy. Machamp. Because as much as I love Machop, these two are just like kind of, I'm gonna say they're mid, and these are not much of anything. Poison type. Ooh, that's a lot of choices right there. I'm gonna go Nidoking. I think I'm gonna go Nidoking or Nidoran, one of the two. I think I'm gonna go Nidoking. As much as I love Gengar, I think I like Nidoking as a poison type just a little bit more. Ground. This might be a little bit weird, but I've always loved Sandslash. Um, I don't know why. Sandslash has always been one of the cooler ones to me. Flying type. I think I think I'm gonna have to go Dragonite. Charizard. It's either Charizard, Dragonite, Gyarados, or even Aerodactyl. But this is honestly quite hard for me because I also love the Pidgeot line. Honestly, I don't think there's a bad flying type, but I'm gonna have to go Dragonite. Psychic, you know, ooh, but there's the Muse as well. I'm still gonna go Slowpoke. Bug. Hmm. This is a little bit harder, to be quite honest with you. I think I'm gonna have to go Scyther. I feel like that's just the coolest one from Gen 1. Rock type. This is a little bit harder. I feel like Aerodactyl. It's either Aerodactyl or Rhydon. Aerodactyl. I feel like that's just the first taste we got of Fossil Gengar. Easy. Let's go over a little bit. We got the Dragon. Easy. There's not a real dark type, I guess, so they just chose. I'm gonna go Missing now. Missing now. Magnemite for Steel. Fairy. I'm gonna go Clefairy. Starter Pokemon. This is pretty easy. My personal favorite starter from the group is Squirtle. But, as you can see, he's not my favorite water type because that's Slowpoke. But my favorite starter of the group is Squirtle. So it might be a little bit weird. Gimmick form. honestly, as much as I like the megas for the starters and like Gengar, I don't really like the Mew megas. I really like the Chonkachu like Ultra Max. I think that's what it's called. I can't remember. It's Dynamax. Dynamax. I think I'm gonna go with the Chonkachu Dynamax, the legend. My favorite legend. Honestly, I think it's Articuno, which might be a little bit strange, but oh, my favorite. I'm gonna have to go Slowpoke. I think, yeah, Slowpoke. Slowpoke's just my guy. Let's go to Gen 2 normal. I don't really like it. Gen 2 Pokemon, to be quite honest with you, or a lot of them. But if I had to choose my favorite normal type, I'm gonna go Ursaring. Or actually, I'm gonna go Smirgle. Seems like a weird choice. Doesn't really have like a lot of. I don't think it has a lot of competitive like use nowadays. But I I kind of fancy myself as an artist, so I connect with that one. Ooh, this is easy. I love. Ooh, no, it's not, because I love Houndour, I love Cyndaquil, and I love Entei. But do I really want to choose one of them? Or because there's also Typhlosion, we got Quivilla, Houndour. I'm gonna go with Cyndaquil. Actually, I'm gonna go Entei. He kind of carried my love for Pokemon for a while. Um, as much as I love Totodile, I think I'm gonna have to go Wooper. Suicune's pretty sick too, but just Wooper's Wooper. You can't go wrong with a Wooper. This it's a toss up between Magnanium, I don't know how to pronounce them, or Celebi, because all the other ones are pretty. I think they're kind of gross looking, but that's just me. I think I'm gonna have to go Magnanium because Celebi is just kind of boring. This is not much of a toss up either. I think I'm just gonna go Raikou. The legendary beasts this gen are so nice. I wish I could have put Suicune in water, but Wooper just barely beat it out. Ice type, I'm gonna go Delibird. I think Delibird's my favorite out of these 5. Fighting, I'm gonna go Heracross. I don't really like any of them, but Heracross just kind of is the one that sticks out to me. Poison. This is gonna be a weird one, but I really like Spinarak, even though he's basically useless. He just happens to be my favorite. Ground type. I think it's gonna go to Wooper again. Steelix is pretty cool, but Wooper, you can't beat Wooper. I just like the derpy looking ones. They really stand out to me. Ooh, flying type. Ooh, this is tough. I think it's one of the 2 legendaries for me. I don't see another one that really sticks out, but I think I'm gonna have to go Lugia because I played Pokemon Soul Silver as a child, so that's the one that really just sticks out to me. Psychic type, I think I'm gonna have to go Lugia again since I don't see Slowpoke. Yeah, Lugia. Bug. This is pretty easy. Scissor, however you pronounce it. Rock type. Tyranitar? I feel like that's the one you gotta go. It's either him or Magcargo. Sudowoodo is pretty nice, but I think Tyranitar is the move. Only got one choice for the Ghost. Same with Dragon. So they kind of win by default. Mischievous and Kingdra. Dark type. This is interesting. I think I kind of like Murkrow. Murkrow's. But I think I'm gonna have to go Tyranitar again. He's just a big dragon. You can't go wrong with big dragon. Ooh, now this is tough. It's Steelix or Scizor. Scizor. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know why I keep on doing that. I think I'm gonna go Scizor though. Fairy type. This is a rough. I'm gonna go with Azumarill. I don't really have a favorite out of those. Starter wise, I'm gonna go Cyndaquil. Even though he wasn't my fire starter, or the fire one I chose. Gimmick forms. I don't really like any of these, to be quite honest, but I think Steelix looks the best. This is a toss up between Entei and Lugia for me. Which one I really don't know. I'm gonna go Entei. My favorite out of all of these, I think Entei. I think Entei is my favorite from that gen. Let's say normal out of this one. I really like Zigzagoon. I don't know why. He's a little dude, and he's he's always like almost always the TM slave in everyone's run through, and he's always just stuck out to me. He's just a little guy. This is easy for me, Blaziken. I really like Mudkip. I think Mudkip is easily going to be the water type I choose. As much as Kyogre is really cool, I don't think any of these are really relatively close to my love for Mudkip. Alright, grass type. I don't really mess with the grass types this gen. I really don't. I'm going to go Sceptile. I think that's what... Yeah, Sceptile. I don't really mess with the electric types either, but I'm going to go... I can't remember. I know, I think that's Manectric. I don't know why I'm blanking on that right now. Ice types, I'm gonna have to go Regice. There's not really one I really... Actually, Speel. I like Speel. So this is fighting. Oops. Fighting. Yeah, definitely Blaziken again. Poison. Keep on doing stuff. Dustox probably. Yeah, definitely Dustox. Ground. It's either Kyogre or Swampert. I don't see another one that really sticks out to me. I think I'm gonna go Swampert. Yeah. No, Flying. Why did I say dragon? There's Tailo and I think Spearow? No, I don't remember what that one's called. But flying type, probably Salamence? It's gonna be Salamence or Rayquaza. I think I'm gonna go Rayquaza because he's one of the coolest legendaries of the whole franchise. Psychic type. Now this is interesting because not only do you have the Gardevoir line, you got the Metang line, the Latios and Latias, Jirachi, and then all the Deoxys. So this is a little bit difficult for me, but I think I'm gonna have to go Metagross. Bug. Yeah, this is kind of rough. I'm gonna go Wurmple, which might seem a little bit strange, but he's the first shiny I caught in Legends Arceus. So ever since then, I've had a weird attachment to that Pokemon. I think I'm gonna go Aggron, Ghost, probably Duskull, Dragon. Oh, there's so many cool ones, but I'm gonna go Rayquaza again. Rayquaza is just so cool looking. Dark type. Once again, I don't really mess with any of these, but I'm gonna go Poochyena. Steel type. I feel like also Metagross again. Fairy type. I'm gonna go Gardevoir. And starter, easily Mudkip. I like how I've only chose stage 1 starters so far. Gimmick form. I feel like the coolest to me. Mega Rayquaza is pretty sick, but also I really like the Megas for the starters. Maybe, I think Mega, it's between these two for me. I don't know which one is cooler, but I think I'm going to go Mega Blaziken. Although I really like the Chonk. I think I'm going to have to go with the Chonk. Legend. It's easily Rayquaza, I mean. So, when we narrow it down, I think, as much as I chose Rayquaza, I think Mudkip's my favorite from this generation. I don't really know why. I think he's the first one I chose when I played through Ruby for the first time because that's the copy I got when I was like a young kid. So that's just the one that I'm drawn to. Gen 4. I actually never played this on the DS, so I don't have like a lot of nostalgia for this gen. I played the first time I played through Diamond was Brilliant Diamond, and everyone knows how that went. So, not the most beautiful game, but it's okay. I mean, I think, though, I'm going to have to choose between Starly or Bidoof. And Bidoof's just a G unit, so, like, yeah, I have to choose Bidoof. Then we go to Monforno. Why can't I remember? Infernape, and then Chimchar. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to go with Infernape. Water type. Ugh. I don't really like any of these. Like, Palkia's pretty cool, and then the Prinplup to Empoleon line. Or Piplup, Prinplup, Empoleon. I'm going Empoleon. And this is going to be a weird choice I think, but I'm going to go Turtwig. I really like the first, I really like Turtwig for some reason. Electric type, Luxray. I think Luxray is my favorite. I always have him on my team on my playthroughs because he's just the first electric type you get. Like, you get a Shinx in one of the first routes, and then you can evolve that man into, like, he's not amazing, but, like, he's decent, and he'll make do. Ice type. I don't really like any of these. I think Abomasnow. Abomasnow is probably the best option. Fighting. Riolu. You can't get better than Riolu. It might seem like a simple pick, but Riolu's just so freaking cool, and he's been one of my favorite Pokemon since I was like a little dude. Poison type. Probably Toxicroak. Ground. Garchomp easy. That's a real easy pick. Then flying type. I'm gonna go with Starly. That's probably my favorite. I don't know why I have a weird attachment to Starly, but yeah, that's probably my favorite one. Psychic type though. Don't really have one. I think I'm gonna go with Gallade. I don't know why, but that's the one I'm gonna choose. I feel like I'm gonna choose one of the Burmese, which might seem a little bit strange. Kricketune was also one of my first shinies I've ever caught. It was actually my first shiny in Pokemon Go. It was before I ever caught a shiny in any of the games, but Kricketune was my first shiny. So I might just go Kricketune. I'm gonna go Kricketune. Rock. Ugh. I think that's Rampardos. I think I'm gonna go with Rampardos. I'm not really a big fan of its design, but looking at the options, I mean, I don't really have much. I don't think there's very good options in Rock. Ghost, Giratina altered form, easy. All these, I mean Dusknoir, but I don't really like any of the other ones. Dragon type. I think Giratina again. Giratina is pretty cool. Dark. I think you're gonna have to go with Darkrai. Even though he looks a little bit weird, like now that I look at him now, he doesn't look as cool as I thought he did when I was a kid. But like, he's just I think he's one of the coolest legendaries we've got. Steel. It's a toss up between Dialga, Lucario, and Empoleon for me. But since I didn't choose Lucario, or not Lucario, Dialga in the dragon part, I think I'm gonna choose one of these. And so I think I'm gonna choose Empoleon just because he was the one I ran through Diamond with. They do not have a lot of fairy choices. I'm gonna go Togekiss. Togekiss, I think that's what it's called. Starter Empoleon, because that's the one I ran through it with. Gimmick forms. Ooh, I really like Mega Abomasnow or Mega Lucario. Garchomp's really cool too, but these other two are kind of just thrown out the window immediately for me. I think I'm gonna have to go Abomasnow. I think I have a little thing going on with the fat gimmick forms, other than Steelix. Like, I mean, I could have chose Heracross, but Legend, Arceus, just go straight for it. Go for the god of Pokemon. I'm gonna go Giratina, altered form Giratina, and then my favorite out of the whole whole generation. I'm gonna go probably Bidoof. No. I'm gonna probably go Giratina. I'm gonna go Guarantee. That's the first. No, that's the second legendary I've chose. How original of me. Alright, so Gen 5. This is the first generation I played as a kid, which is kind of weird to say because my parents kind of held me from playing Pokemon as a child, so I didn't get to play it until I was like 10 years old. Normal type, I'm gonna go with Lillipup. I've always really liked. No, I'm gonna go with Braviary. That's my favorite. That's easily my favorite right there. Fire type. Ooh, it's Emboar or Vic. Ooh, and there's Reshiram and Chandelier. As you can see, I really like this gen. Like, a lot of people don't like the designs. They think they were over designed, but I love it. I'm gonna go with Emboar because that's what I did my playthrough of Pokemon Black 2 with. I think it was either Pokemon White or Black 2 that I played through with the Tepig line. And I love the starters on this gen. I do not know why, but I'm gonna choose Samurott, and then Grass type. Yeah, there's not anything that even comes close to my love for Superior. Electric type. Now this, no, Zekrom. That's easy because that's the first box legendary I ever caught, and so Zekrom has always been my favorite. Ice type. I think it's gonna have to go to regular Kyurem. Yeah, I don't think there's really much of a other option. Fighting. Yeah, fighting. I mean, I could give it to Emboar again, or I could give it to one of the Swords of Justice. The Sockaline doesn't get it. I mean, Scraggy. I really like Scraggy too, but I think I'm gonna give it to Emboar. Emboar is probably my favorite. Poison. This is gonna be weird, but I really like all of these poison types. For this gen, I think they did really good with the poison Pokemon designs and just how they play in general. I'm gonna go with Trubbish. I think Trubbish. Ground type. I'm gonna go with Sandile. Sandile, he is a happy little man down there. Flying type. I really just don't like those. I can't remember Thundurus and Landorus. I don't remember what they're called, but I really hate all of those. I'm gonna go with Braviary again. I think he's the coolest flying type. Psychic. I'm gonna go with Victini. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Victini. I don't know why, he was my favorite, like, legendary as a child, and I have actually a copy. This isn't my original copy as a child, but I got this as a kid, and I rebought it recently because I've started collecting manga. As you can see, that's like a whole shelf of it, and I got that because I thought it was cool, because that's literally the exact same thing as a kid, because I was just in love with Victini. I don't know why. When I first got this game, I thought he was the coolest legendary ever. I don't even think I caught him. Like, I don't think I had him in my Pokemon Black or White game. Or I might have. I'm not sure. Bug type. I'm gonna go with either Genesect or Venipede. I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go Venipede. Rock. Terrakion. I think that's the move right there. Ghost type. Cofagrigus or Chandelier. I'm gonna go Chandelier. I feel like that's just the way to go right there. Dragon type. Zekrom. That's, as much as I love Axew, I love Druddigon, I love the Dino line. I love Reshiram. Zekrom's probably one of my favorites. I think Zekrom's gonna be the one I choose for this gen. Then I get to the dark. Zora and Zoroark. I feel like I'm gonna go with Zora. I mean, Zoroark's pretty cool, so I'm gonna go Zoroark actually, and then Steel. Bisharp. I'm gonna go Bisharp, or actually Cobalion. Toss up Cobalion. I feel like the Swords of Justice are just really cool in this. Fairy. Whimsicott, or I don't remember. Cottonee. Starter, and then I'm gonna go Sir Imbor. Imbor. Yeah, Imbor. Definitely. I don't know why that Garbodor's Gigantamax. Legend, I'm gonna go Zekrom and then easily Zekrom. Alright. Generation 5. No, 6. 6. Favorite normal type is. I don't really know. I'm gonna go Mega Pidgeot. Fire type. We got all the Megas, and then we got the Brexen. Fennekin the Brexen line, and I don't really like Fennekin. I'm gonna go that form of Mega Charizard. I'm not really sure what the difference is between the two, but I think that one looks cooler. Water type, Mega Blastoise, Greninja. I'm gonna go with Mega Blastoise. Mega Swampert. I'm gonna go with Mega Swampert actually. Changed my mind. This is grass. This is a toss up between the Megas again. I mean, I like the Chespin line. I can't remember. I played through this generation really fast. I didn't really get to know a lot of the new Mons. But I think I'm gonna go Mega Ivysaur. Electric type. They got all the Pikachus, those like different costume Pikachus. I'm gonna go with normal Pikachu. That looks like a female version of it. The female Avalugg. I think Avalugg's my favorite ice type in this gen. This is fighting, right? Yeah, fighting. Mega Blaziken or Panchoro, I think is what it's called. I think I'm gonna go Mega Blaziken. The Megas were just such a cool add-on in this game. Mega Gengar, easy for poison. Ground type. A lot of Megas. And then Diggersby. Oh, sorry. I think I'm gonna have to go Mega Swampert again. And then flying, we got a bunch of Megas. We got Yveltal, Noivern. We got the Tailo line. And then we got every single Vivillon form. I don't think it's going to be a Vivillon. I think I'm going to have to go Mega Charizard. Or Yveltal, actually, I really like Yveltal. I really like his design. I don't know why. So I'm going to go Yveltal. Psychic. Not really a fan. I'm going to go with the Slowbro. Yeah, I'm going to go with Slowbro. Alright, and then we go down a little bit. Bug. I'm not gonna go with the Vivillon, but I'm gonna go with one of the pre-evolutions. I think that's called Scatterbug. I can't remember what this one's called, but I don't think I caught one when I did my playthrough of Pokemon Y, but I caught one in my most recent playthrough of Pokemon Scarlet, and I named it Donald, and so Donald holds a special place in my heart, and so I'm gonna choose that one. Rock type. I don't really remember a lot of these. I'm gonna go Tyranitar. Ghost type. Excalibur, I think that's what it's called. Or Aegislash. Where am I getting these names from? I don't know. Just ignore me. Just me being a casual. Dragon. I feel like I'm gonna turn on my fan real quick. It is hot in my room, man. It is really hot, especially in this corner. My desk is in the corner of the room, and all the heat just gets trapped right here for whatever reason. I'm gonna choose Mega Charizard. We go then to Dark. And Greninja's a Dark type? I did not know that. So it's really a toss-up for me between Mega Gyarados, Greninja, or Yveltal. But I really think I like Yveltal the most out of the three. Steel type, Aegislash again. Yeah, Aegislash. Fairy type, Xerneas. I think that's how you pronounce it. I really like Xerneas. remember the difference between the two forms, but I'm going to choose the really colorful looking one. But, yeah. Starter, I chose Froakie in my playthrough. So I'm going to go Greninja. Gimmick form. This is like the first gen where they had gimmick forms. So they have a bunch of them because holy crap. I think I'm going to go it's either Mega Blastoise for me or one of the two Mega Charizards. I think I'm going to go Mega Blastoise. Legend. Yveltal. Pretty easy. Favorite out of this gen. I'm gonna go Mega Slowbro. Or I'm gonna go with Donald. Donald. All hail Donald. All hail Donald. Then this is Gen 6. I actually haven't finished my playthrough of this, so I might not be familiar with all of these. I don't know why. Youngoose just looks really funny to me, so I'm gonna go Youngoose. Incineroar, I feel like is the best way to go. Water type, I really don't mess with the water starters in this. And I really don't mess with a lot of the other ones. But I'm going to go Ash Greninja because it's Ash Greninja. Decidueye or Rowlet. It's one of the two for me. I mean, I know it's part of the same evolution line, so it really doesn't matter. I think I'm going to go Decidueye. They got the Ash Pikachus. They got... what? Why can't I remember it? Vikavolt? Vikavolt, or it's something like that. It's something Volt. They got a Alolan, Raichu, Geodude. I can't choose that one because I can't remember its name. There's Xurkitree. I know Xurkitree. Honestly, I think Alolan, Raichu. I mean, this is... I mean, it's like... It's 4 throwbacks and then Abomasnow. So I think I really like Alolan Sandslash, though. I know, like, Alolan Vulpix is, like, a fan favorite, but I've just been drawn to Alolan Sandslash. This is fighting. Fighting type. Oh. I think Buzzswell is a little bit ridiculous looking, but I also just love it because how ridiculous it is. Poison type. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Alolan Mush. Let's just go Alolan Grimer. I don't really like any of these. Zygarde. I don't really mess with Zygarde. Zygarde's kind of weird looking. He looks like a Power Ranger mech to me, and I don't like it. But I kind of like Mudsdale. As useless as he is, I kind of like him. Flying type. Rowlet. I don't like any of those other ones. I can't pronounce it. Oricorios. They're not anything special to me. Psychic type. Ooh. Now this is where it gets interesting because you got Alolan Raichu, you got the Cosmog legendary line, and then you got Necrozma, and then you got the Necrozma, like, I guess the legendary Necrozma altered forms. I don't know what you would call them, but I think Solgaleo is my favorite. I got Pokemon Moon, so I'm not able to actually get Solgaleo, but I think he's my favorite out of the two. I just got Pokemon Moon because that's the one that the store had available when I was looking to purchase one of them, and so, yeah, that's what I ended up getting. I think for bug type, I'm going to have to go Buzzwole again. Rock type, I really like Rockruff. Yeah. I'm just a dog person, so he really stands out to me. This is Ghost, right? Yeah, this is definitely Ghost. Decidueye or Mimikyu? That's the real question. I think Decidueye just draws me in a little bit more. Dragon. I don't really mess with any of these. I think Alolan Executor just looks ridiculous, so I'm gonna choose them. Dark. Ash Greninja or Incineroar. Which one? Guzzlord doesn't, he looks a little bit out there for me. I think I'm gonna go with Ash Greninja. even though the only way you can really get it is from that demo. Like, it's not. Yeah, never mind. Steel type. Alolan Sandslash again. Or Solgaleo. Which one? I also like Melmetal. Yeah, although the only way you can get it, I think, is through Pokemon Go. I think that's really cool. That's actually why I like it. Like, design-wise, it's alright, but, like, I don't know. I think I'm going to go Alolan Sandslash. Fairy type. I don't really like any of these, so I'm going to go, like, the Tapu Colos, or however you pronounce it, and then I don't, I can't remember what those are called. I'm going to go with Mimikyu. Starter. Out of all the starters, I think Decidueye is my favorite. And this is gimmick forms. So I'm gonna go. They have all the like regional variants. I'm gonna go with Alolan Sandslash. Legendary wise, I think Solgaleo. My favorite though. This is probably the smallest like pool I've had so far, or it feels like it is. Maybe it's not, but I'm gonna go. I think I'm. Yeah, probably. This is hard. I don't really love any of these. I'm probably gonna go Decidueye. I think that's my favorite. I actually have a rainbow, one of the rainbow ultra rares of Hisuian Decidueye. Now this is Gen 7. Yeah. Normal type. Galarian Zigzagoon. I really like Galarian Zigzagoon. As you can see, Zigzagoon's up there for me. There's the regional form. Fire type. So not only do they have the stuff from Galar, but they have the Hisui, which makes sense. It's Gen 8. But I think Hisui and Arcanine or Tarflosion will make it for me. As much as I like that Gigantamax Charizard, I feel like just these two fit what I like a little bit more, and I think I'm gonna have to go Hisui and Arcanine. Water type. Oh, yeah, he has multiple forms. There's a water type form. Ooh, I forgot about that. Samurai. I really like the Hisuian Samurai. I just like the Hisuian forms. They're really cool. And this is I chose Grookey to start out my Sword and Shield run, and then they have to throw Decidueye at me as well. I'm gonna go with Decidueye. I just really like him as much as I like Grookey as well. Electric type. I think they did a really good job with electric types in this gen. They got Dynamax Pikachu or Gigantum. I don't remember what it's called. It's one of the two. They got Boltund and Yamper. Yamper. I really like Yamper. I'm just gonna call it Yamper. Bully me in the comments if I get it wrong, but yeah, I think it's gonna be one of these three because I can't remember for the life of me what this is called. And this is one of the most recent games I played. I'm gonna go with the Yamper, just because Pikachu. I've already chose Pikachu twice now at this point. Ice type. I think I'm gonna have to go Hisuian Avalugg or Ice Cube. And I have Snom. I like Snom just because he looks kind of useless, kind of funny looking to me. Fighting type. Ooh, Sirfetch'd. I really like Sirfetch'd. I also like Zamazenta, but Sirfetch'd is gonna beat him out just a little bit for me. This is poison type. Okay, I didn't know Eternatus was a poison type. That's interesting, but I don't really like Eternatus. I think I'm gonna have to go with one of either Slowking or Slowbro. One of their forms. I think I like that just because he has the little cannon on his hand. Poison, or no, this is ground. I don't really mess with any of the ground. I like Ursaring. Or that's not Ursaring. It's The evolution to Earth Ring. At this point, I'm just like, whatever. Flying. I really like the Galarian legendary birds. I think that's really cool how they brought them back. I think, but Hisuian Braviary. Ooh, and Corviknight. I can't forget Corviknight. I think I'm gonna go Hisuian Braviary. I just really like it. I really like how it looks. And then we got Psychic type. Also got Hisuian Braviary. We got Slowpoke. I think I'm gonna have to go Slowpoke though. Slowpoke's always just been one of my favorites. This is Bug type. We got Cleavor, and really I think Snom's really the only one that matches it. But I think I'm gonna go Cleavor. Cleavor is really cool. I just got past that part in Legends Arceus, so I'm like, I have a respect for it because it kind of kicked my butt. I wasn't used to that type of boss fight in a Pokemon game. This is a Rock type. Also, I think I'm gonna have to go Arcanine. We then have Ghost type, and this is hard, but I think I'm gonna have to. Hisuian Zoria. I think I'm gonna have to do one of the Hisuian forms, and I think I'm gonna go Hisuian Zora. Alright, then we got the Dragon type. We got the origin forms of Dialga and Palkia, and then just everyone else. We got Dragapult. I think I'm gonna have to go the origin form of Palkia. I really like how that looks. This is Dark type. It's a toss-up between, for me, Legendary Galarian form Moltres, Samurott, and then Galarian Zigzagoon. I think I'm gonna go. It's really just a toss-up between Samurott and Zigzagoon, honestly. I think I'm gonna have to go probably Zigzagoon. Yeah, Zigzagoon is probably my best option. Then we go the gimmick. No, this is Steel. What am I saying? I'm gonna go Dialga. Dialga's one of my favorite. No, I changed my mind. I'm taking it back. I'm going, like, I can't remember that. His special form, Zamazinta's special form. Mr. Shieldman. Fairy type. I don't really know. And I'm blanking on your name. It's not Zamazinta. It's Swordman. Swordman. You're Swordman now. Have fun in my fairy type spot. This is a starter. So not only does it have the Sword and Shield starters, it has the Hisuian starter forms. So I think I'm gonna have to go. It's either Samurott or the Sidgewai. I think I'm gonna go Samurott. Gimmick forms, holy crap! Because not only does it have all the Gigantamax forms, it has all the regional forms for both games in this gen. This is a lot to look at. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to go with it's either Zigzagoon or Galarian Farfetch'd. I think I'm gonna have to go Zigzagoon. Legendary, I don't really. I think I'm gonna have to Origin Palkia. Origin Palkia. I feel like that's my favorite one, and then my favorite out of this whole gen. It's either Sirfetch'd, Zigzagoon, or Yamper. I don't know. No, or Slowpoke. I think I'm gonna have to go Zigzagoon, which is a weird pick, but I really like it. Alright, Gen 8. Now this is where I'm talking. Normal type, you already know. Lechonk. Fire type, Fuecoco. That's my starter. I'm choosing Fuecoco. Water type, this is where it gets a little bit. Wandering Wake, I think it's what it's called. I really like Wandering Wake. I was able to get it before the event went away. Meowscarada, and then why am I blanking? Why am I blanking so hard? I don't know. I'm gonna go with the one in the middle. I can't remember its name. Or actually, I really like Iron Valiant. well. I'm gonna go Iron Valiant. I really like these two. Electric type. I'm gonna go Kilowattrel, which might seem weird because why can't I remember? I'm blanking on all the names. This is really rough. But I caught my first shiny I've ever personally caught without getting it in like a Wonder Trade. Luckily, was a Kilowattrel, and ever since then been kind of attached to it. Well, the first shiny I've ever caught in a main series game. I've caught shinies before in Pokemon Go, but not in a main series game before Kilowattrel. I'm gonna go with Excalibur. I mean Mean Shao. I think actually Mean Shao. I really like Mean Shao. This is fighting type. Koraidon. Koraidon. That's my box legendary. I traded it to my friend, sadly, and I thought he was gonna give it back, but he hasn't. He hasn't returned it to me. So I still have his. It's Koraidon and Miraidon. Yeah, I still have his Miraidon. I might not give him his Miraidon back though because I leveled it up so much. I really like, this is poison. I really like the Paldean Weeper. Weeper is probably one of my favorites, just in this franchise. We got ground type. Once again, Weeper. I don't think there's much of a argument for me. Flying. I don't really like the Squawk abilities. I think I'm gonna have to go Kilowattrel again. This is Psychic. I think I'm gonna have to go Iron Leaves. I haven't been able to use. I can't remember what it's called, but I haven't been able to evolve my little dung beetle boy to this stage, and Esperata isn't it. Giraffarigs. I can't remember what his evolution's called, but he's not good. And then Screamtail or whatever it's called isn't really it. So I'm gonna go Iron Leaves. Bug type. I can't remember. I think it's like Spidops, something Dops. He was. I ran with him for a good part of my playthrough, and I realized he was kind of useless, as much as I liked the design, and so I got rid of him. Garganackle. I'm gonna choose Garganackle because it's literally Minecraft. It's a Minecraft Pokemon crossover right there. Ghost type. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Yeah, that's a safe pick. Dragon type. I'm gonna go Koraidon. Although I really like Soaring Moon or Soaring Moon, I think it's what it's called. I really like that one. I'm gonna go Koraidon. Dark type. That's a safe pick for Soaring Moon. And then Steel type. I know I'm butchering the names, by the way, so just roast me in the comments, please. Just tell me everything I messed up. I'm blanking so bad right now. It's really bad. Steel type. I really don't like any of them. I'm gonna go with Earthworm, just because it's kind of ugly looking. Iron Valiant. There it is. That's Iron Valiant. I think I was calling that Iron Valiant earlier. I'm gonna go with Iron Valiant. I feel like that's the coolest fairy type. Although, yeah. Fuecoco, easy. Gimmick form. Paldean Weeper, legendary. Koraidon's my favorite. And then favorite out of all of them, probably Fuecoco. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Fuecoco. That's my third starter I've chosen. So favorite out of the flying, or no, flying normal. I'm gonna go with OG Zigzagoon. Fire type. Now it's a lot of starters. I'm gonna be honest. And then Arcanine. It's starters, a legendary, and Arcanine. I'm gonna go with my favorite starter being Fuecoco so far, or my favorite fire type. This is a really big toss-up because right here, Slowpoke, Weeper, and Mudkip are 3 of my favorite Pokemon in the whole franchise. Like, easily. Like, those, I don't know why. But I think I'm going to have to go... I'm going to knock Weeper out, and it's going to be between these two. And I think I'm going to have to go Mudkip. Grass type. I'm going to go... This might be a little bit controversial to knock out all of these and all of these. But I'm going to go Superior. Because he's the first one I used through a playthrough on Pokemon White. And that's the first game I ever played. Electric type, as much as I love all the other ones, I'm going to have to go Zekrom. Once again, my first box legendary, so a little bit of some nostalgia for me personally coming into play. Ice type, I'm going to have to go... not Hisui. Alolan Sandslash. Fighting type, I'm going to have to go... What I think Surfetched. Yeah, Surfetched. Poison type. I'm gonna go with Paldean Weeper. I really like it. Ground type. I could do one of the Weepers or Swampert. I'm gonna go with OG Weeper. Weeper. Flying. And this. I'm gonna have to go with... I think I'm gonna go with Lugia over Rayquaza. Lugia's always been one of my favorites as well. Psychic. We got Slowpoke. Lugia. We got 2 Slowpokes. And Lugia. I'm gonna go with OG Slowpoke here. We got Bug. Bug's obviously not one of my favorites, but I'm gonna have to go with Donald. Good old Donald, right there. There you go, Donald. Rock type. This is kind of rough for me. I'm gonna go with Rockruff. I feel like that's a safe pick. Ghost. Altered Form Giratina. I just like it so much. And I never played Platinum. I caught it in Brilliant Diamond, but I never caught it in the originals. My favorite Dragon type, I feel like it's easily Zekrom. Dark type. It's not missing now. I'm honestly going to go with Soaring Moon, which might be a little bit strange, but I'm going Soaring Moon. Weird Steel. Alolan Sandslash, I think, is my favorite. Fairy type. I'm going to go with Iron Valiant. Starter. Out of the whole series, it's going to be Mudkip. Barely beating out Fuecoco. Fuecoco has a special place in everyone's heart. Gimmick form. I'm going to... Out of all the ones I chose, I think I like Mega Blastoise the most. Yeah, I'm going to go with Mega Blastoise. Favorite legendary, it's going to have to be Zekrom or Entei. They're my 2 favorites. Two favorites. And I think I'm going to have to go Zekrom because he's the first one. My favorite out of all of these, it's going to have to be Zekrom. Yeah, it's Zekrom. So that's my favorite out of the whole thing right there is Zekrom. But then when you come down here, you can choose your team. I'm going to choose Zekrom. My team, Fuecoco, Mudkip, Superior. My team, I'm also going to throw Galarian Zigzagoon. And Lugia, and that's an unstoppable team right there. Favorite regional bird, that's gonna be a Starly from me. Favorite regional mammal, Zigzagoon, Bug, Donald. Pseudo legendary. I'm gonna have to go Dragonite. Favorite Pikachu clone, Chunkachu, which it's not really a Pikachu clone, so I'm gonna choose something else. I'm gonna go with the Mulga, which is might be strange, but also from the first gen I personally played. Favorite evolution. I'm gonna go with Umbreon. Fossil. Ooh. Tortuga. Yeah, Tortuga, probably. Favorite regional form. Galarian Zigzagoon. Gigantamax. Chunkachu. It looks weird in this specifically, but I like in game it looks pretty nice. Box legendaries, Zekrom. Mythical. Ooh. I'm gonna go with Melmetal. No, I'm gonna go with Victini. I have very hard Gen 5 bias, it looks like. Favorite Ultra Beast. Favorite Paradox. Koraidon. Favorite type. I'm gonna probably water. It's either water or electric. Favorite Pokeball. Where's the Master Ball? You can't. Oh. There it is. I think Cherish Ball. Cherish Ball is just the coolest to have a Pokemon that's in one. Vivillon. I don't really have a favorite one, but the Pokeball one seems right. Alcremie. I don't have one either, but the blue one seems nice. Oh, oops. Blue, yeah. Doesn't that look pretty? Anyways. I also don't have a favorite Spinda, so I'm just gonna Rabinot. No, this is how we'll do Spinda. Alright, there we go. Oh, I'm not done. Oh yeah. This is necessary, and it won't let me do that last one. Oh, that is my favorite Pokemon. Right there is Zekrom. So thank you for watching me make a video that took way too long. An hour of my life gone of sitting here doing nothing. Thank you. Have a good day.